Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back. It is episode 51. Today is November 6th, 2020. Welcome back to our channel. Hello, if you are new. Hello, if you are coming back to join us. You're a longtime viewer. We appreciate it. So hope you guys had a good Halloween and you're enjoying fall and you are gearing up, if you're in the United States, for Thanksgiving coming up in a couple of weeks. So let us know in the comments below what you're stitching. Are you stitching fall stuff still, or have you made the transition to Christmas? We were just talking about that before we hit record, and it's like one of those things, like, we can't pull the trigger yet with Christmas stitching. But in order to have stuff done for Christmas, you have to start now. I mean, honestly, if you want those ornaments done, you have to be working on those all year. So anyway, welcome back to our channel. Thanks for coming back. Let's get started right off the bat. Let's start talking about our best new thing. So Erin, you are this direction on my screen tonight. So why don't you go first?
Okay, so as usual, I have two. So my first one is yesterday and today I have seen Ellie take one step. She took one step and then fell down. And I'm the only person that's seen it, and I'm not believed by the other two people in the house. So I'm like, I saw it. She did it.
That's amazing.
I bet she did do it. That's cool.
She did. She took one step, but she just doesn't care. Like, if someone's going to come and pick her up, she just would rather.
I mean,
like that. She's also giving kisses now where she goes, if you ask her, you go, she'll go, ah.
That's cute.
So cute.
Really cute. She's been cute. And my other good thing, I swear I'm not like shelling for this company, but my tea box came in and it's amazing.
I haven't gotten mine yet. Talk about it. So
when is yours scheduled to come? Have you gotten the email yet?
I mean, I got the order confirmation that they took my money this month, but
I know that is a pain in the butt, and then it takes a couple of weeks, but I swear you'll get it. And if it's anything like mine. So this is what I got. I got pumpkin spice tea drops.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What is a tea drop?
So first off, it's black tea, which makes me really excited. It goes into, like, you brew hot water and you drop this into it.
Interesting.
And then it says it's going to taste like pumpkin spice. It has pumpkin spice and it has sugar in it, vanilla extract, ginger, and cinnamon.
Put a little half and half in there, put a little almond milk.
Right? Oh, I'm pumped about these.
I need them.
You can't smell them through the packaging, which bums me out.
Yeah.
And then this one, I still haven't opened yet, but I'm really excited to try. Honey lavender scone.
Ooh.
The only thing that throws me on it is is it rooibos or robus? Robus
beats me.
It's that red tea. I'm like half and half with those. This one sounds like it'll be good, but sometimes I'm not a big fan of those. I made this today. This is jasmine green tea. Do you guys drink jasmine tea ever? Iced green tea? Oh,
yeah.
With your Thai food?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So good. And then this energy tea, which I don't know what it will taste like, but it says that it's supposed to give me more energy.
Well, hey, maybe brew a cup for Erica. Can you send it?
I'll give you some. It's not Mountain Dew, but it might help. The thing about it is, it says for best results, you're recommended to drink 2 bags per day for 3 weeks. But I feel like if I was taking the time to drink 2 hot beverages per day for 3 weeks, like, I have more energy because I'm like taking time for myself. True. So I don't know how much the tea's doing that, but I like the idea, so I might just do that anyway.
Yeah, it's a trick. It's all a trick. They make you think it's the tea, but it's not.
Right. I mean, that's how I feel. Like, the people doing that study were probably like, I do have more energy. Well, yeah, because you were taking the time to, like, I don't know. I'm so cynical with that stuff, but who knows?
Very nice. Those are great new things this week. I'm so pumped to get my box because I am so jealous of yours.
I'm excited to see yours, and I've seen others, and I've liked other boxes like as much, if not more than mine. So there's good stuff this month.
Heck yeah. I'm excited. And I'll try anything. So I just kind of left it wide open for my preferences. So I did have one. I did rank last month though, so maybe they'll start fine tuning it a little bit. But I gave everything pretty high reviews, so who knows? All right, Erica, what's your best new thing this week?
Oh, excuse me. My best new thing is not my quality of sleep.
Right.
That's not what it is.
No.
It is instead, and I was going back and forth about this, and I thought of some good ones earlier today, and I totally do not remember them. But I think that the weather has been really lovely lately. I don't think that, I know that.
Yeah.
And it's been really great. We've taken some walks in the neighborhood, and like we walked to dance class the other day, and it's just nice to like have a little bit of extra outside casual strolling time since we're approaching the cold months. So
The
good.
long dark that is known as Pittsburgh winter.
I'm not ready, man. Not ready.
Not either. We talked about this last week too. I just think that with COVID and the quarantine and it gets dark out at 5:30, it's gonna take a toll on everybody. So remember, keep light, drink your caffeinated teas and your coffee, and stitch and find joy because it's gonna get dark and it's gonna get sad. So we got to make the most of it. All right, Jody, what is your best new thing this week?
Stella lost her front tooth.
It's so cute.
So all she wants for Christmas are her 2 front teeth.
She's
Her other about to come out. But yeah, I picked her up from school the other day, and she's like smiling, and I'm like, "What is that?" It's like a giant, like not a tooth gap, but like a gap in the front. I'm like, "What is going on with your teeth?" Well, her top tooth was like dangling to the side, so it was like causing this space, and I'm like, "Girlfriend, that's got to come out." So I got home, it came out, and her bottom one's missing. So when she puts them together, it's like an upside down L. So she walks around with her lips open, and she's like, "Look, Mom, like a water gun. My teeth holes are like a water gun." It's so funny. I can't believe my is missing her top tooth.
When I was her age, I lost both of my front teeth right before Christmas.
Ugh.
First one in a bowl of Wheaties, and then the other one was loose. And my mom was in the bathtub, and my dad was like, let's pull the other one out. The other one's loose. Like, it'll be so great to like be missing your 2 front teeth. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I remember like going in, my mom was like relaxing in the bathtub, and I was like, look, Mom, I don't have front teeth. She was like, what happened? Yeah, it was. But for Christmas, I didn't have my 2 front teeth. So
That's pretty funny.
Stella loses that other one.
Oh, it'll be gone by Christmas for sure.
I just think it looks so cute.
Yeah. And she makes a point of like talking funny, she's like,
Yeah.
"Well, Mom, it's gonna sound funny because I'm missing my You don't have to talk like that.
Oh,
Get it.
so dramatic. I love it.
That's my best new thing. My baby lost her tooth.
Oh, so good.
Mm.
My best new thing this week is my new sewing machine. So I finally got sewing. It's the Singer Heavy Duty. It's not super expensive. So if you're looking for just a good workhorse type sewing machine, I have the 4452. But I really like it. It's like a metal machine, so there's not a lot of plastic on it. So it's very sturdy. You can sew some really thick stuff, and it comes with, all the accessories and things that you need. So I have been making pillows, and that's all I know how to make. So that's all I'm making right now. But I have a lot that I have for Christmas. So I have like 25 pillows, I think, on the docket for
25?
Yeah.
What?
I got 2 done today, but to be fair, I stitched something up for my friend's giving box, and that took a little bit of time. So I didn't have all the time in the world, but I probably could have done 4 in the time it took me to do the 2 plus the other one, because there was a lot more a lot more stitching and stuff that was involved in the other one that I did. I had to like back my cross stitch fabric, and it just took a lot more time. So anywho's.
Wow.
Ooh, secret.
Yeah, so that's been my best new thing. I absolutely love my new sewing machine. Very happy that I got it. And it was supposed to be a Christmas present, but I'm pretty persuasive. I told Jason, I said, listen, if you want me to make all these pillows and you want your mother to be included in the list of recipients of said pillows, I said, you're going to have to buy me this new sewing machine. Like, I need it before Christmas. So, yeah. But anyways, all right. So let's start talking about whips, shall we? I know we're like a week and 2 days, so we should have a little bit more to talk about, right? All right. So Erin, you're first.
Definitely have more whips. I'm not going to be big on the finishes this week, but I definitely have some whips. So I don't have my pictures loaded. I'm so sorry. I'm going right back. For some reason, it's a picture of my daughter. Whatever. I won't show this picture then. Why can't I figure it out? Okay, not a big deal. So this is the Gobble couple, Frank and Elvira by RATM, who, by the way, I've discovered is on Instagram. And she is Quaker Fantasies. And I discovered this because she commented on my picture and made my entire freaking week.
Mine too. I was like, I'm fangirling.
That. Like, anytime a designer acknowledges my presence, I'm like, what is happening? This is the pattern. I finally found it.
I love it.
This is as far as I got, and this is Be Stitch Me fabric.
Ooh, wow.
Hold it over just a little bit more to the other side.
This way?
Yes, perfect.
Those neck bolts, I can't.
Oh my gosh, right? Oh, they're
Pumpkin in the middle is my favorite.
It's just so pretty. Like, even though it's just black, it's such a pretty design, and it's so easy and quick to stitch. I stitched that in like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, the fabric is awesome too, but yes. So check that out. I highly recommend those pieces. Quaker Fantasies. Check her. She doesn't have that many followers. Did you notice that, Kristen?
I did not notice that. She doesn't?
No, I was like, she is underrated.
Yeah.
When I was like looking around to do some tagging when I was posting stuff, it looked like maybe she has had an ORATM like account, but then also has Quaker Fantasies. So I'm not sure like at what point they
rebranding.
Switched. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much about backstories. I need to get better about that.
Because she commented on something and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I tagged the wrong account, because she commented as Quaker Fantasies and she said I think she said it was like not a big deal. So
I think her name is Ari.
You'll find her. I think her name might be, yeah.
Because she has a Starbucks cup on her Instagram and it says Ari. So I just go follow her. Quaker Fantasies. Yeah, her stuff is so cute. Are you deciding to do that other piece, like the Cinderella piece? Are you going to talk about that?
I haven't bought it yet. I mean, we can talk about it. She released, I don't have the picture pulled up. Do you have it?
Mm-hmm. It's called Cinderella.
You guys, look at that piece. I can't. Look at her running away with her glass slipper.
Look at that castle.
Look at the cat. Oh, look at all of it. Look at the pumpkin in the middle. I love it. I love it. And I have fabric for it now, thanks to Kristen. So I definitely, it's on my agenda, but I just have so many other things that I'm stitching for the holidays that I'm going to wait.
Yeah, that would be a good like New Year start.
That's what I think too. That feels very like January, February, like when there's no real holidays to focus on. That's the plan.
That's when we do all of the non-holiday theme stitching.
Everything else is holiday, man.
Yeah.
Or then we get started into March Madness, and then we do, I mean, there's so many other things that come.
Mania starts then in May, and yeah.
Crazy. Okay, so my other whip, I pulled this out. We were talking, it was because you and I were talking about it.
Mhm.
Kristen and I were talking about Into the Jungle, and I was like, oh, I haven't stitched on that in a while. So I finished Tiger, and I did the monkey.
And the monkey, he's so cute.
So cute. But
I
I
love
have a
it.
lot.
You have
I
a
still
lot.
have the whole top and the whole bottom. Like,
I feel you.
I got a lot left on that bad boy, and it's going away for a while.
Seeing you post about that made me feel like, oh, should I get mine out and work on like one of the squares? I don't know. So
I mean, doing one square felt so manageable because I did that in a day. So if I can
Yeah.
do one square even like, once a month or something,
Yeah.
then I'll be, I don't know, I'll be accomplishing something. And we say that's frosted pumpkin. That's frosted pumpkin.
Yeah. Into the Jungle, Frosted Pumpkin.
Good job. So it's a big boy, but we'll see. My next one is Gobble Couple. This one I got from Kristen. So pretty. And I decided to use all my Black Needle Society goodies for it. So I'm doing it on my Black Needle fabric. I'm just going to take the top off to show it a little better.
it looks so good.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
I got that fact. I think I really struggle with what to put on it, and the two things that you've done on it are perfection.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
I love it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I definitely could see it being well, what am I going to use this for kind of fabric? But I just was like, I'm going to go for it. Why not? I don't want it to just sit there.
Oh,
So I'm very happy with that. And I have this floss was from that harvest box that we got. So that's
Oh,
still my,
cool.
what is
The
it?
green
Color
really
and
pops.
Yes.
yeah.
Color and cotton. I'm very happy with how that's coming out.
Just back here somewhere.
So the thing is that middle one, now it's a fancy floss that I don't own. So I'm going to use the DMC, and they give the DMC conversion, and it's labeled as like a purple, but it looks blue to me. And I know Kristen, you stitched it and it was blue.
No, it's purple.
Is it purple? Is yours purple?
Yeah, it was.
So I keep debating that.
I can tell you right now what color it is. It is. Hang on, it's in this pile somewhere. I do have all of my fancy flosses somewhat organized.
Because I still have this purple silk floss from that color and cotton box
Ooh.
that I was thinking.
Pansy. This is pansy purple,
Oh, see, that's
and it is purple.
That is purple, not blue.
It definitely looks very blue. Like even Kristen, after you finished it, it looked blue to me.
I think so too. It looked blue to me too.
But it's definitely.
So I picked the good old 820 was what I was going to substitute.
I feel like you have to do purple. I think the purple is more fall rather than the blue, maybe. I mean, blue would be fine. I mean,
Well, so then do you think this purple, my silk color and cotton, or is that too purple?
I think that's too purple. I think you need to do more of like a plum purple or like a dark.
Like a dark purple, or is that too dark?
No, I think
Those
that
are the colors I had pulled. That's why I have them.
yeah, I think
Like
that
purple leaning blue instead of purple leaning red, right?
yeah.
Well, now I'm going to have to look through my stash. All right.
I agree with that, Erica. I don't think the purpley red color, like a Merlot color, is what you're going for. Like a color. I think you're going for.
Oh, I could go for some Merlot. All right. Next one I have is so Ryan has to keep releasing these amazing patterns, Wild Violet cross stitch. I'm like, I literally wrote her on Instagram, and then I realized not everybody knows me and gets my sense of humor, but I wrote to her and was like, can you please stop? I'm like, I have to buy this. What are you doing to me? I'm like, already bought. And then I wrote her back and was like, just so you know, that was me joking around because I felt bad about it later, but I just can't help it. Look at this, you guys.
So
I
cute.
had several people send me this. I had already bought it, but I had several people on Instagram sending it to me. Catherine, for one, who was like, so you're getting this, right? Like this is already for you.
In your inbox, right? Okay, great.
Like, oh, geez. I think that she might be. I mean, I like a lot of designers. I really love RETM. It's hard to pick a favorite, but I really think that Ryan might be my favorite designer. But this is
Cool.
the fabric I'm doing it on. It's my Jody Green.
Look how that is popping.
I love it.
They're pretty. I love
I
it.
love it.
I'm really glad you guys made me do the green. Well, I sent the girls 4 different choices and was like, what should I do? And it was pretty unanimous that like, yeah, the green is pretty killer.
Yeah.
True story.
So that's what I'm doing. That's it for me.
I love it. God, that hat is gonna look so freaking good. I just think it's very fallish.
I think so too. I think the green does actually bring something to it. And it's linen, which I don't actually, even though I do even weaves, I don't normally stitch on linen, but I'm loving it.
Awesome.
It's a beautiful, I mean, you guys, that color, like, it's an amazing fabric. This is like $1 million fabric right here. It's amazing.
I know.
Killed it, Jody. You killed it.
Thank you, ma'am. You probably have enough to do like 10 patterns on that piece.
I really like, I cut the square I cut, and then I still have, if anyone's interested, I mean, not to give, but I'm just saying, this is how much is left.
Oh my gosh.
Much out.
Oh, so many patterns can go on there.
And at least you were smart enough to cut off a piece, because my dumb ass would have started in the middle of that thing, and then I.
Her cue snap, she would have been like trying to like roll it up.
Oh,
That's
oh
me.
dear.
Jody would be like, I can't possibly start in the corner. Right.
Like, I
No, I
50 by 50 Q snap. Somebody send me a giant Q snap.
Like PVC pipes and clamps.
Yes.
I think it's like what people do Hades on, like where they have like the giant millennium frames. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, Erica, what have you been stitching on this week?
Okay, well, I have one finished to show it a little bit, but so I only have one whip to show, and that is I am working on Happy Thanksgiving by Frosted Pumpkin.
Oh,
There it is.
pretty. How classy is that? I love it.
It looks beautiful.
So cute.
Erica, you are flying.
Oh yeah.
She's so proud of herself.
I started this one when Kristen and I went to that retreat like a year ago.
It was last May.
No, the one in November.
Oh, the one in November. Yes.
Yeah, the one so it was like about 1 year ago from like right now. And I started that day, and I got like 2 of like the peas done. I got like 2 peas done at that thing, and then I was like, I'm done. Cool. And so I at some point stitched a little bit more of the peas, but I've done most of this in the last few days, which is pretty cool. So
That's awesome.
it's on I don't know if you can tell, the fabric is called smoky white, and there's like little bits of gray kind of in it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like a model color.
I got it from the Crafty U when they did like their pop-up at the event that we were at. And
I miss that so much.
I miss, like, that's
miss
all
all
I'm thinking right now is, God, I just miss going to that stuff, you guys. I miss it. Ugh, I don't want to
Erica
start
and I-
that call.
Erica was pregnant when we went to that. Okay.
super
Like
pregnant.
super pregnant.
Capital P.
Yeah, like a month away from baby. Yeah.
And like the Crafty U was there, and they had their little pop-up shop at the Stitch Retreat. So not only did we get like a bunch of cool stuff for going to the retreat, but then there was the Crafty U was there. And I can't even tell you how much money I spent and how much money Erica spent. And it was amazing. It was just awesome.
Great.
It was awesome. Like I miss, and like we had a blast. We sat with the best people were there. It's just I miss the retreats. I miss just getting together with our stitchy friends, and like you take that stuff for granted so much when it's happening, because you never think that that's going to go away, and then it did. And now all we want is for it to come back, and it will, but it's just
I feel that way. I feel that way about, like, I miss just seeing a friend and hugging them. Like, you run into a friend in the corner, hug them. I just miss those things.
yeah.
I miss them.
Yeah, like going out to dinner isn't the same. Like we haven't gone out to a restaurant since
I miss restaurants.
like we just get stuff and bring it home, which
Yeah.
is fun, but like how everything has changed and how everything has shifted. So that brought back good memories though of that day, Erica. I'm so glad that you're stitching on that fabric because I remember we were sitting there and we were like, should you do it on this one? Or you bought another piece that was kind of similar, but it wasn't the white. It was more of like a tan color. I remember.
Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right.
Eating about like, which one should you do? So
Mm-hmm.
very
I
excited.
think this one is going well. It's a good choice. I also got this needle minder at that thing. You got one of these type ones, right?
I got the deer. I got this little deer.
Yes. So cute. Can you see that?
That's really cute. Oh.
They're like
I forget who made it now.
Oh.
I do too, but it's almost like wood burning into like a piece of wood. But
I love it.
super cute.
Real cute.
Well, very nice. I love your progress. It looks so good. It looks very classy.
Thank you. I'm excited about it.
Jody.
Still,
On.
still stitching on this bat. Bat out the fucking window.
This is all your fault.
Don't know about the bat. Rebel Stitcher and I, Colleen Matthews, Colleen Fry, Moon Pie Fry on Instagram, her and I decided that we were going to stitch this bat together. And there's a long backstory behind it. You can go to our previous episode to hear about it. But she's been working on it a lot more than I have because I took some time out to work on some other things. But that's what I'm working on right now. And it's not a good idea to be working on this during filming, nor doing anything else because the concentration level to follow this pattern is stupid. But anyway.
Oh my God, Jody, you're so close though. You can't.
Oh, I have so much to do.
God, it looks so good.
So like every time I stitch on it, I'm like, can you tell? Can you tell I did something? Can you tell that?
Oh, I love it.
So anyways, I got like a good part of this done the other day and I'm starting to work in on the folds right now.
It looks so good. Holy moly.
Next time you see a pattern that is that size and has more than 10 colors,
You need to
turn the other way, girlfriend. You turn and you run.
28 colors.
10 is too many for that size. 10 is too many for that size.
Yeah. Like I will flash this pattern because nobody's going to be able to see over my writing. But like, look at that. I mean, it's crazy.
wow.
That was the pattern?
What's that?
Was that the pattern?
That's a part of the pattern.
Gee, Mani, it looks like a photo or something. It's like.
So anyways, I took some time out to work on my ink circles pattern. And is the floss that I dyed, which I dyed floss for it. And then Rolodex sent me a message and she's like, hey, just my 2 cents. I think that you should do like 1 color and 7 shades, or it's just going to look like jumbled colors. And I'm like, oh, you're so right. But I already dyed floss for this. So like, whatever, I'm just going to use it. So this is where I am on that.
Oh.
It's not gonna look jumbled. I mean, I get what she's saying, but I think it's gonna look. I mean, those are beautiful colors.
With her, like it's just gonna be like 7 random colors.
Yeah, I like that.
I know.
I agree.
It's fine.
The floss is lovely.
What about that teal? Hello.
Jody, I mean, that floss is amazing.
Yeah, I'm really happy. This fabric is like I effed it up on the back, like it's blotchy on the back, but I'm glad that it didn't come through on the front. It looks like marble, which I like.
I feel like
Really
with my gray fabric that I'm going to show for my Stitchy Kindness that you gave me, I have to do something monochromatic with teal. Like that, I've made up my mind. I've made up my mind. That is what I'm doing.
Well, I will send some of this your way. I'll dye you some because that's
wow.
Yeah. So anyways, and then the other one that I dyed is this one. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a maroon red. So I think I'm just going to do the 3 colors, do the middle one black, and then repeat the 3 colors.
I like that.
Or repeat the colors backwards so that it's like purple's on the outside, teals, maroon, and then black.
I like
do that. Do
I
that.
think I like that.
Mhm.
Do that.
Yeah.
I think I like that better.
So that's my ink circles, and it's so funny. Because Colleen and I, how we're doing the batch together, we were both like, listen, we are gonna take a break and work on other things, but we're pinky promising that we're going to come back to this motherfucking bat, because if we don't, we'll never finish it. So she messaged me the other day. She's like, hey, did you work on your ink circles? Because like I hadn't really updated her on my bat in a couple days, and I was like, yeah, here's a picture. And she was like, that's awfully pretty for you.
Yeah, but you do some pretty stuff. I don't
People like to mix it up, I feel like.
Yeah.
So, and then I worked on something yesterday, but I finished it, so I'll show that later.
Ooh. All right, for my whips, the only 2 things that I've worked on this week, I am anxiously awaiting for part 4 of Hello Dear to be released on this coming Monday. But I already showed you my progress from last week. Nothing's changed. I already had that one done. So I did put a couple more stitches into my Bittersweet Trio from Waxing Moon Design.
Oh, those flowers are so cute.
Oh, that yellow. Oh, that's pretty.
So, I mean, it's the little crow one. So it's this one down here in the bottom right corner. But it's not going to take me too long to get it done. I just kind of put it aside. But I pulled out my fall whips, not my Halloween whips, but my actual fall whips. And I realized that I only had 2 of them. So I really want to finish my fall whips, which I do have 1 finished. So I only have 1 more to go. But I really want to get my fall whips done before Thanksgiving. I just feel better about, I had just like this hankering to do work on my whips. So I pulled out which doing 2 caterpillars at the same time, it's a little much. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if I can work on 2 trees at the same time. But I pulled out my Hello Pumpkin.
So close.
You're
Wow.
just so close, Kristen.
But when I first started, when I started back on this project, I didn't have any of this on the top done. I didn't have the hedgehog done. I basically just had the pumpkin, apple, and the fox, and then everything down below. Then I started, and then I realized that I had miscounted. So I had to frog a bunch of what I already had done and start all over again. So this has been my progress in like a week or so. So I don't have too much to do, but I do have to finish this whole side. But I think I can bust it out over the next week.
I think so too. I think if you sat and did that, you'd finish it quicker than you think.
And I don't remember what fabric this was. God, it was the same fabric that I used for a Barbara Anna design that I did for my mom, the one with the long may she wave. It was like the big patriotic piece. And this was the other half of that fabric. I cannot remember what it is, but it is like butter to stitch on. It's so soft, and I love the color. I mean, like, that's just like a beautiful neutral shade. So,
It looks
yeah.
really nice.
But it's much smaller, which I'll never be able to do these like side by side. But look at this one.
I thought that was stitching way bigger. Is it just the fabric size you picked?
Yeah, I think this is a 32, and this is a 28.
It's a big difference.
Big difference, but it's okay. It's okay. I just won't be.
I love that owl. I love it so much that I bought the needle minder of it. But I love that owl.
The
owl is adorable.
The hedgehog was such a pain in my ass to stitch.
Right? Oh my God, if that hedgehog had been first, I would have quit that pattern. I hated that hedgehog.
I haven't even finished his eyeballs yet, because I'm like, you don't deserve eyes yet, because
Brooke and I were doing that one at the same time, and I kept texting her, and I was like, I'm gonna throw this out the window. I hate this guy.
No, and he's super cute. God, he sucks to stitch. So anyway, so those are my whips for this week. So let's talk about finishes. Erin, do you have any finishes this week?
Don't, you guys. I'm sorry.
You know, she's just doing too much stitching, not enough finishing. All right. Erica,
I feel like
finish?
I haven't finished, but wait, I feel like Erin had enough finishes last week to last her like 3 weeks. So
It's true.
Thank you.
you're good. You're good. You
True.
don't need to feel bad.
Consistent with the finishes.
Yeah. I have a finish. Right? I finished this since last week, right?
I
think
know.
so.
I think so. This one. Did I finish this last week or now?
No. You didn't
No,
finish.
that's brand new finish. Look how good.
Yay, it's zombie
That's
loaf for frosted pumpkin on Jody blood spatter fabric.
That looks so good.
Erica, blood spatter.
It's so I mean I picked a really good spot I think on the fabric because it looks like he has like blood on himself there and then there's like blood underneath him so like it's dripping down. It's so gross.
It's
Have
drooling.
they said anything to you about it yet? Because I feel like they're gonna love it.
They what did she say about it? I think Amanda commented on my Instagram post and said he was like really like a creep. Like a cute little creep. I think that's what she said.
Aw.
I think it turned out really well. Thank you, Jody, for this fabric. I don't know what else I'll ever stitch on blood spatter, but this was the perfect opportunity for me. So,
I love it.
yay!
Very
Great.
nice. Do you have any ideas how you're gonna FFO it?
No, I don't. So if anyone has a suggestion, let me know, because I have no idea. Just gonna put it away for now and see what happens.
Yeah.
I think that my child wants to put it in his bedroom, but he says that about like 75% of the things that I finish, and so I'm like, it's not possible. Like we can't have everything in your room. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, just
Funny,
put
Maria does the same thing. I'm like, you have enough of my stitching in your room. We're done. But everything, she wants it all. Side note, I have exciting news on that front. Jonathan conceded, and I am allowed to put stitching up in this room now.
Yay! You're allowed
Awesome.
to put stuff up.
I mean, I'm being funny with my words. Of course, I can do stuff like that, but yes.
I'm excited for you.
He's gonna come down one day, and you're gonna have like the whole like every wall space is just gonna be like covered with something, and he'll be like, "Oh."
I'm gonna have to take it slow and easy.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
That's technically your craft room. So
That's what I said. I'm like, if this is my craft room, then I would like to be able to put my craft up.
Yeah.
I love even just having my bulletin boards up in my craft room because I feel like even if I don't finish it right away, which I don't know what I'm going to do with some of this stuff, but it's too big to fit in my journal, you know? So I put it on the bulletin board. I can look at it all the time. I mean, I'm up here all the time. And it's nice. So even if you don't FFO it, you even
Love
make
that idea.
a
I
bulletin.
might have to do the bulletin board thing. That's a great idea because I've got these 2 blank walls back here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can like decorate them. Like I have my little Golden Girls ornaments and my Shady Pines keychain that you gave me. And, you know, I just like stuff up there. So yeah, it's a good way if you just don't know what to do with your stuff, which I don't know what to do with some of my stuff. Like my Meeper.
You might be. Oh, go ahead.
The Meeper's got a Meep one that I finished from the Muppets. Like, I don't know how I'm ever going to FFO that. Like, I probably won't, to be honest. But I really like stitching it and I like having it. So it goes on the bulletin board.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be struck by inspiration one day because you've all these up there and you'll be like, oh, that's how I should FFO that. Ah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way you think. Jody, what did you finish this week?
Ugh.
Oh.
I'm putting this down. It's so good.
So I decided to stitch on paper. Why not? Right? So
Oh, Jody.
This is okay. I went to Half Price Books. Guys, you can do this. I bought a dictionary for like $8. Okay. If anyone needs a page, let me know because I got a whole dictionary. Ripped it out, and I decided to do Wish. I'm trying to get this on the light, but anyways, oh God, there we go. Can you? Okay.
You're not gonna be. I don't think we're gonna be able to see the word, but
Well, anyways, I circled with my thread. I stitched around like as if I took a pen and like circled it, and then I stitched a dandelion on there to make a wish.
It's so cute.
I
And
love it.
good.
And then I went and got this frame today, and you guys, frame corners are a thing. Like, did you know about these?
No.
Nope.
Okay, I bought like 3 different colors. So here are the other ones that I got. They're just like copper and gold, and I got silver. And I just like glued them onto my frame, like any 90-degree angle. You just glue them on.
They're so cute, and it just jazzes it up.
I know. And they like go around they go like right around the corner, like they hug the corner. I love them. So anyways, that's my paper finish. And so now I'm obsessed with this. It was not easy because the paper rips very, very easily. And it's not something that I,
Oh.
well, if I mess this up, like I'll just do another one. I needed Wish. Like I needed this page. But I couldn't mess it up. So what I did was this. I got I bought a big box of stuff from someone's estate sale, and there was a bunch of these in there. This is vinyl, so it looks like Ada, but it's vinyl. It's like plastic. Like people, I think, use it for like placemats. Smells like ass. They smell so bad. But anyway, I cut it out, and then I just used let's see if I can grab these. So I cut out
Use those to line like silverware drawers and stuff.
Yeah. They're meant to be stitched on. Like they're like Charles Croft, I think. So but I think people use them for like placemats. I think that's like the main use. So anyways, I just cut like a piece on the back. I clipped it with these little clips just to kind of keep it together. And the only thing I used it for was just a guide for my holes so that I wasn't all over the place. And you still kind of go all over the place because you can't see. Like you can't see where you're going into. So that made it a little difficult. The clips helped because it like kept everything in place. But at least it was like a guide to not have, holes everywhere. And so I love it. My original plan was to do family and then do like a monogram S, but that would have been way too much. I needed like a very simple, very simple pattern. But yeah, I think it was so fun, and I love how it turned out, and I'm so excited about it. And I think it's a cute gift idea. So
Super cute.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, that's like the perfect wedding present.
Mm-hmm.
so cute.
Love and then a cross-stitch heart.
Like you can do any word. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it in a frame, put some frame corners on it, and
You could do love and then like the people's names and the date and a heart. Come on, that's perfect.
What? I know.
or
So-
you can do the word home, and you could like stitch out a like an outline of your state.
Your state.
Mm.
That's good. I like that one.
God, ideas are just,
Lucky that Wish was at the bottom of the page because I think if you had it like in the middle, it might be kind of hard. But
That's
you
what I
don't
was
have-
just thinking.
you don't have to circle it. I mean, you could put like a little asterisk next to it. You know what I mean?
yeah, I like the outline though. It's like you like highlighted it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it.
It's amazing, Jode.
Thanks.
Jody, that's
Oh, creative.
inspiring. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
She's so creative.
Because
I had one finish this week. I'm trying to think. Oh, I'll show you my pillows first. So I'm pretty proud of these. But I posted these on my Instagram page and somebody said, how about a tutorial? And I said, why not? Because listen,
Oh, yeah.
it took me 85 years to learn how to put a freaking zipper into a pillow that didn't look like ass. Okay. Like to do it so that the stitching actually looked good and that the zipper worked and that it was flush with the pillow. Okay. That was my problem. So I did it. I did it, people. So I started making my Christmas pillows. Like I said, I had 25 to do. So now I'm down to 23. This is one of them. So this is fabric that I got from Joann's. It was a doorbuster deal. So it was super cheap. And it's like a super soft fabric. So it's almost like a fleece flannel-y material. It's very thick and it's so soft. So I did this one with the doggy and the little Christmas camper, which is so cute. And then on the back, I did this pretty plaid. And then okay, guys, here's the zipper.
In
Looks
zipper.
so
It's so good.
I love how it's like hidden.
Yeah. And then like,
That pillow. Like I would pay like $40 for that pillow. It's so good.
guys, it is so cheap. And like this fabric was on clearance, or it was a doorbuster deal. So the fabric was $2.99 a yard. A yard.
Crazy good deal.
Out of 2 yards, I can get 8 I can get 8 pillow tops. So I'm telling you, like you can make pillows. It's super easy, but I'd be happy to do a tutorial if people were interested. If you are like me and you are a amateur stitcher or sewer and you just want something easy that you can decorate your house for the holidays. And of course you can do this in any size that you want. I just do a lot of 16 by 16 because those are the pillow forms that I bought. But honestly, this is scalable to do whatever size you want. So I did it with a green zipper, and then I also did a red zipper on this one. So this one,
The red is striking.
thank you. And but yeah, very easy. And the zippers I bought off of Amazon, so you can get 100 of them for like $12. It's a steal.
Sweet deal. Sweet deal.
But I know that Joann's, I don't know if you guys have a Joann's in your area, but if you are, I know that they're having like their pre-Black Friday sales and stuff that are going on right now. So you can get really good deals on Christmas fabric. So it's good even for cross-stitch finishing too, if you want to do any holiday finishing. So those were my pillow finishes. I'm super proud of those ones. But then I did have a cross-stitch finish, which this pattern, I've been working on this for at least a year and a half, maybe longer. But it's Penny Autumn from Plum Street Samplers. And when I first looked at this pattern, I told you guys this a long time ago, I thought that the border color was blue. To me, that looks blue. It's not black. Okay. So I realized that after I bought the pattern, I said, I don't like black for a fall stitch. Like I think that's it's too dark. I want to change it. So I changed it to 820. You know, 820. I love my 820. And that's what I did the border color in. So here's my
Hi, Kristen. I mean, I know I said this before, but it's so fall to me. Like that green fabric, the white, like it just, the colors really come together and like wrap you up in a hug. I love it.
wrap you in a little fall hug. And I did switch out, you know, some of the inside of the flowers called for the same color as the border. So of course I did them in blue, and I think it brightened it up a little bit. But this green fabric was actually a gift from Erin when she had gone to Michigan to, I think it was the Rocking Horse is where you got.
Sad story.
Rip Rocking Horse, I know. But you got me this, and then the piece that I finished my Sirens.
Oh yeah.
I did. So this is finally done. I finally have it finished. Don't know how I'm going to FFO it, but it's done. I might frame this one actually and hang it up for the holidays. For the season. 'Tis the season. So those were my finishes for the week. So let's talk Stitchy Kindness and haul. You guys remember last week we had talked about this amazing gift that we had received from our good friend Sandra from Texas. And I am going to insert photos of the stuff that we had received from her. We had each collectively gotten our stuff from Erica, and then we took a picture of it and shared it with each other. So I will insert those here so you can see them. But thank you again, Sandra. We love you and we appreciate you. And it was just such a nice, welcome surprise. So thank you again.
Thank you. And
Thank
it's
you,
always
Sandra.
such like thoughtful, like the things that she gave me. She was like, this made me think of you. And I was like, I can see why. That does scream me. So
Same. Yeah.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and just everything was just incredibly thoughtful and sweet. So thank you very, very much. And then to our friend, our Color Street friend, what was her name?
Allison.
Allison. Girl, I don't have fingernail polish remover. So I'm kicking these Halloween nails from Halloween. And I've been slowly like picking them off because I don't have fingernail polish remover. But so if anybody wants to buy some Color Street stuff, our friend Allison is the one that you need to call, but holy moly, they stay on there. They stay on. Now my nails are like little short little stubs, so they didn't really look that great on me, but if you have any nails at all, it's actually really easy. Like they're super easy to put on.
Okay. I haven't tried them yet.
You literally take them out of the package, you find the one that fits, you peel it off, you stick it on your nail, and you take the file, run it across the end of your nail. It like cuts it off for you, and then you just file it. It's literally just like a piece of nail polish.
Do you think Aria's nails will be too small for it?
If they are though, you can cut them before you peel the backing off.
Okay.
So you would be able to get them to fit.
She wants to try it.
It's so easy. So easy. Like if I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm the worst with doing my own nails. Like I even did my right hand, like with my left hand by myself. It was so easy.
Wow.
All right. So Erin, what did you receive other than Sandra gift, or what did you purchase this week?
So I did buy that wild violet pattern that I already showed. So the cat, and P.S. The gray in the cat, I decided to make darker so that it'll look more like our taco that's back there.
Oh,
I kept taking floss and I'm like, Taco, come here. Taco color. It is. It's perfect. So I bought that. So then Kristen gave me the this pattern. I was able to go over and we had a nice cup of coffee and got to hang for a little bit.
Mhm.
And I have the floss on the back still. So that'll go up until next Halloween, but I'm excited to stitch that.
Mhm.
And then these pieces to try to do that Cinderella.
Oh, yes.
Girl, it's
Perfect. I don't know which one. I think I'm leaning towards this one, to be honest.
yeah, I was gonna say that one's more pink and blue. That reminds me of Cinderella 100%.
Oh, and it's that opalescent, which she specifically said in a post that the reason she stitches her, like, what would you call those? Her fantasy, whatever, patterns on the opalescent is because it reminds her of fairy dust being sprinkled.
Oh, that's
So
sweet.
I feel like I need to do her justice and also stitch it on an opalescent.
I love that.
But I have all of these fabrics to show you from the amazing Jody. You guys, I've already said this, but when I was trying to pick out this fabric, like I opened up my box and I'm like, I have too many good ones. Like I want to stitch on all of these right now,
Mhm.
immediately, and do them justice because they're so beautiful. So this is one of them. Like, look at that marbling.
It's amazing.
That's crazy.
So good. And this pink. And this is an
Mhm.
even weave, and I can already feel it, and I can feel how good that's going to be to stitch on. And I love it. And this blue, you know what I think I'm going to use this one for is to do, which P.S., if you can see, she also serged some of these bad boys.
Joe
Stop,
Serger.
stop. Because that already went out the window.
Done.
Oh,
Aaron,
This looks professional. This looks like, I mean, this is amazing. So I think I might do that Mario Brothers because I wanted to do that for one of our friends for Christmas. So I might do that Mario Brothers piece.
oh, you're gonna stitch it again?
Jonathan really liked it and was like, our friend would really like that. And I normally don't like to stitch things twice, but I mean, when he asks me to stitch something, I'm usually like, okay. So
Yeah. Because half the time we don't think that they pay any attention.
that's exactly it. I'm like, you paid attention to something I made? Okay, then yes, I'll stitch it.
It's like when I finished this, Jay was like sitting in the other chair, and I was like, "Hey, babe," I was like, "I finished this," and he's like, "Oh, that's awesome." He's like, "Wow, that looks really good," and then like handed it back to me, and I'm like, "Nothing." I've been working on this fucking thing for 2 years. Like I couldn't have gotten like any more enthusiasm.
Give me a little something more.
Say it looks nice. I'm like, I don't know. You know what? Never mind.
I'm like, just look at it, pretend you're looking at it for more than a minute. That's all I need, and then move on.
Yeah, like I really want you to sit here and like scrutinize my stuff. Like I want some honest criticism about it.
So true.
Tell me my stitches are all going in the same direction.
Compliment my stitches. They look good, don't they? They laid nicely.
Boy, oh boy. He does flip it to the back though, because he's like very concerned if my back looks good or not.
Oh.
So he's like, your back looks good. And I'm like, I guess. I mean,
He knows that compliment.
that's the back. It does look pretty good.
wow.
That's fabric. I will never get over how beautiful that green is. That's really pretty.
I love it.
So then this was the other one. This is a very different kind of green.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stitching this on, so it looks so bright in this camera. That's why I keep holding it up.
It is bright though.
It is very bright.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
beautiful. So Jody, I mean, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I love these. I want to stitch on all of them right now because they're so beautiful.
Yes. Like I'm finding patterns specifically to stitch on Jody fabric.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. It's so easy. Like everything I have can be stitched. Like I can find a reason to use it. So
Yeah.
I love that I can like experiment with like colors and like dyeing methods, and then because like a lot of it's linen, and poor sweet Erica, I'm like, I gotta do because this linen is like out of control, and like I can't share it with you, and I'm like, all right, so but it's so fun to like experiment with different colors and methods, and like I don't stitch on linen, so like here, like it's so fun to like do all this stuff and then just be like, do something on this.
And then Erin and I are like, yes, please.
yeah. I mean, when this is the size. She's like, I have some. I'm like, okay. She goes, no, like some.
Huge.
Like, yeah, I'll take it.
It's amazing.
Interesting yard of gray fabric.
Which who can't use gray fabric?
I know.
I have 40 patterns in my head right now that I'm like, I could stitch that on that gray fabric. I could stitch it on that gray fabric. So it's not going to go to waste.
What is the green? Is that 32 count?
No, the green's 36.
Is it really? See, and I don't mind stitching on this.
See, so you could stitch on 40.
I could do 40 then. Linen stitching is so different than Ada. Like I didn't think it would. It doesn't like it's not more difficult. It's just so different.
It's different. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love the tiny stitches though. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, Erica, what did you buy this?
I think I just have some Jody fabric to share in terms of stitchy kindness. Because Jody is amazing and brought me some beautiful colors. Here's this
Oh my
rockin'
God! Look at
pink.
that color.
Bubble gum.
Nice, right? I
Pretty.
love it. And we have this green.
Oh my God! I haven't seen these. These are awesome.
So I see
Mhm.
to do like something red and monochromatic on that green, please, because I won't do it, but like I want someone else to.
Oh, that's something to think about for sure.
Look really good on that one.
This is a teal.
Oh, that teal.
And my favorite one is this blue.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Isn't it amazing? I love it. I mean, I love all of them, but this one
Put
is
the
just
colors
like,
together. Can you put them all together?
It was
yeah.
It's so dreamy. It's like this dreamy collection of colors.
Listen, y'all out there need to get a Jody. Y'all need to find a Jody, okay?
Oh my God, look at that.
You find your own Jody. Oh my God.
That's amazing.
I love them. And I found a pattern that I liked from Luminous Fiber Arts that I might stitch on this, the Christmas pattern. I'm excited. I'm into it. We'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah. Missy Purcell, she's been knocking it out of the frickin' park lately with her patterns, which I'll talk about in a second.
Crazy.
So yeah, I feel like you really need to buy that pattern and you need to stitch it on that blue immediately. Like immediately.
I know. I'm trying not to buy stuff before the boxes though, so I have to wait till after that.
I know. Can we all just agree, no matter what, no matter who has Erica's box, that no one purchased that Luminous Fiber Arts pattern?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say we can't purchase anything. I'm like, I don't know, because if Ryan comes out with another pattern, I have to buy it.
Brian, please hold off until November 18th. For the love of God, just hold off. Because Aaron will
Be cool.
But anyone that has Erin for, their Secret Santa, buying the box for her should know. Just don't buy any Wild Violet for her because she's
already on it.
Got it. All right, Jody, what did you buy this week?
All right, so I bought this dictionary.
I bought a dictionary.
Half price books.
I did. Hazel and I went to Half Price Books, and I bought like books for the kids. Kristen, I stopped in the Stephen King section because I had to, because you taught me what to do there. I didn't know what you had. I was sweating with my mask on. Hazel was sweating with her mask.
No.
I was like, get me out of here. Anyways, Marion bailed.
I just have to tell you, I do have everything, but I will always take multiple copies.
I know.
Even though Jason is like, enough with the multiple copies. You have too many multiple copies. But he doesn't understand. Well, actually, he does understand. And Jody now understands because she's gone on a book shopping excursion with me. It's not pretty. Like, be prepared to carry all of my shit to your car. So
in the Half Price Books, you walk in and there's a layer of dust that just like settles down. And she's like, all right, let's do this. And she beelines to the horror section, and I'm walking behind her like, what's my role here? Like, what do I
grab a basket, honey? Grab a basket. We're gonna need
Just hold what I throw at you.
We walk to the register, and I'm like, when you get your textbooks for the first time, like beginning of the semester, and it's like from like fingertips up to your chin in books.
Yeah.
And I'm carrying all these books for her, and I'm like, what is happening? Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's the only stuff I bought with the pattern, obviously, and then the frame corn. I'm so excited about the frame corn. And then Stitchy Kindness, I got some mail from our friend Paper Crane, who her and I were talking about needle minders, which needle minders is not something that I have a lot of. Like, a couple from Rebel Stitcher, which I love. I have like one from Caterpillar, and I have like just kind of a few that I've gotten that I've collected, like gifts from people or like just really sweet people have sent. But I like my Witchy Stitcher ones, obviously. I don't like buy them generally. I don't have a ton of them. So we were chatting one day, and she was stitching on some blood fabric, and she's like, "Yeah, how cool is my needle minder?" And I'm like, "Amazing." And she was like, I'll send you a set. What? Like, who just does that? She's the most amazing human being on earth. Anyways, she sent me 4. Okay.
Oh my God, I love them so.
Oh my God, they're so good.
They're great. I love them.
They're so good. So there's a leg doctor, there's like an anatomical heart, a hand, and like a torso.
I need that rib cage.
Yeah, they're awesome. And they're like, I think they must have been like brooches, but they're like thick and super
Ooh.
strong, which they took a long time to get here. And we were very worried that they like stuck to like the side of a truck or something and like didn't, because they were like very strong.
Oh yeah.
Finally arrived. Catherine, I love them. Thank you so much. I'm so pumped to use them. I'm not sure I can put one on my ink circles because that pattern is a little too pretty for these disgusting needle minders. But one of these will go on my next project for sure. So excited, and I thank you. And then my Stitchy Kindness from Sandra, which I have no words. Like, just the thoughtfulness and like the time and energy that she puts into like wrapping everything, and she sent stuff for the kids, and like I just so grateful for everything, and I'm so excited to use that stuff, like that ribbon and the little like I love everything. So good. Thank you.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
We're very lucky. All right. I bought 2 patterns, and then I had some fabric from Jody. But I was on Facebook one day, and I can't remember what stitch group that I was in, and somebody had posted that they were working on the pumpkin spice latte pattern from the Witchy Stitcher. Now, I've obviously seen this. It came out like 2 years ago, and it's a Starbucks. It's supposed to be a Starbucks cup, and it's a PSL pumpkin spice latte, and it's a zombie, and it says they're here. Okay, like it's hilarious. So I saw someone actually stitching it, and let me tell you, it looks so beautiful stitch versus like just the photo. Okay, so here's the photo, which is hilarious, but it's also really, really pretty. So I immediately bought it, and then Jody came to my house to drop some stuff off, and she brought the kids over, and they were busy like carrying Oscar around. And I was like, let's go up to the craft room. And we were up in the craft room, and I had a piece of black fabric that I didn't really know what I was going to do with anymore. Like, I hate stitching on just like plain black fabric, and it's a 32 count. It's kind of hard to see. But I had a piece left. So Jody took it with her, and I know she didn't bring it up with her tonight, but she has it bleached for me, and it is going to be for this pattern. And it is so freaking good. So again,
bring it tomorrow.
Get a Jody in your life, because I was like, hey, can you do something with this? Like, can you bleach this? And then she bleached it, and then we like compared it side by side with the picture. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's the fabric. So anywho, I'm going to start that one, I think, immediately, because I just love it so much. And then the other one that I bought was from Misty Purcell. So she's Luminous Fiber Arts. I bought her Christmas Bird Trio, which I think they're so cute. And I want to finish them exactly like she has them finished here. And she gives you the finishing instructions as well. So she gives you like the dimensions for your circles. And I just think the little white pom-poms are so cute. And she tells you where she, bought everything too, which I think is super helpful. So these will replace the Halloween ornaments that I have hanging downstairs. So I want to get those ones going. And I needed a piece of plain blue fabric. And it just so happens that Jody dyed a piece of blue fabric. So,
Nice.
So this will definitely be big enough to do all 3 of those little ornaments on.
You could put 85 birds on there.
I might.
And then another 3, and then another 3, and another 3.
But those patterns, the birds don't look that big. I think it's like 56 by 57. And the birds are mainly just solid blocks of color, so they should go pretty fast. But anyway, this is my Jody blue fabric that I'm going to use for those. And then I also received, so that's 32 count linen. I did receive the gray from Jody. And I have a bed sheet too. And it's serged. So like, I don't want to cut it. Like, I feel like I need to do a piece on this entire piece of fabric.
I don't see anything else surged for me ever again.
I got the gray. I also got the pink color, which I mean, look at that marbling.
Oh, good. That pink is beautiful.
Ooh.
And then I also got this giant piece of green. And it's 36 count linen, you guys. God, I could just like poop my pants. I'm so in love with it. But anyway, thank you, Jody,
You're welcome.
for enabling me to do more and more and more. So like now I have to find something to do on that green fabric. Like I feel like I just have to do something. Erin is already killing it with the cat, so I don't want to copy her, even though I love that pattern too, but I'll find something else.
Why not? Why can't we both stitch it? We can stitch it together. I'm not that far into it.
Content, people, content.
Oh.
Okay. Rule number 1 of Flosstube, you got to have content.
We need a stitch along though.
We do need a stitch along. We do need a stitch along. Yeah.
We'll kind of have a stitch along coming up because we'll be doing the caterpillar.
But do we want to do something that's not necessarily like a stitch along? Do we want to do something that's just a pattern that we all stitch together?
That is true.
I don't want it to be anything that's too involved because I think people won't do it.
Something to think about.
Think about it. Yeah, let's not do the 28 color mat.
Like we're not doing that. No.
No.
So we'll think about that. I think that would be something really fun to do for after the new year before March Madness starts. Because if you all remember from last year, we started the March Madness bracket. So Jody came up with the idea and then we kind of evolved it into the Stitchy March Madness and we got really into it and people downloaded our bracket board. So it was really fun. So if you participated last year, that was awesome. If you want to participate this year, that's something to look forward to in March. Just kind of like as a preview to get some whips out of the way for Stitch Mania that starts in May. So it was a lot of fun. Anyway, that was all that I bought. We did not have a giveaway last week because Erin had the giveaway of the century. And we had asked you guys to comment, down below about something that is just making you happy and just really positive news right now, since we all so desperately need it. And then we had also asked for the first 10 people to email us at the steelcitystitchers@gmail.com email address to share your happy news, because we wanted to hear it. And initially the idea was to only do the first 10. And then Erin is just so generous. She kind of
cut it off. Like, what was I going to be like? Sorry, you didn't get it.
No. And, people, our video comes out at 3 a.m. So when I post it, like I have it set to come out at 3 a.m. So people who are in another country are watching it sooner than others. And we just wanted to make it fair. And Erin was just so generous that she ended up sending to a lot more than 10 people.
Anybody that sent an email that day, you got something.
Yeah. Which amazing. You should have seen the stack that she sent out. So we hope that you enjoyed whatever you received from Erin. We've already seen a couple people tag us on Instagram, a couple people that have Flosstube channels that watch us as well. So we just want to thank you for acknowledging it and thanking us for it and, shouting us out. So it was definitely above and beyond that Erin did. So Erin, thank you for doing all of that. People really appreciated it.
Well, we love our viewers. And I mean, honestly, it's so like, we just want to get together and hang and talk to each other. It's like crazy to me that people watch us and get excited to watch us. So thank you. I mean, that's awesome. And keeps us going with our stitching, and
Mhm.
I appreciate that. So I just wanted to give something back. And
Yeah.
it was a lot though. My hand was very tired by the end, and I don't think I'll be doing that for a very long time.
Yeah. Yeah. So we are not going to have a giveaway this week, obviously, since we had the mother of all giveaways last week. But we still want to hear your good, positive comments, down below. I tried to respond to as many people as I could. I kind of keep track of the YouTube comments. I know Erin and Jody jump in as well. But I just wanted to acknowledge everybody taking the time. Anytime people comment and take the time to actually write something out, it means the world to us, because there's a couple steps involved with leaving a comment on a YouTube video, let's be honest. So the fact that you guys do that week in and week out, like, that means a lot to us. So even if we don't respond back, but we give you a heart, and I heart the comment, please know that it's being read, it's acknowledged, and it's appreciated 100%. But you guys had some really beautiful comments that you left last week. People that are going through some medical things and asking for prayers, just for good vibes on that, and new grandbabies, and just amazing things. So please keep the positive comments rolling. We appreciate it. And it brightens our day. I love reading that stuff. So until next week, I guess, what is everyone's plans for until next week? Erin, what are your plans?
So I realized today that the every season sale comes out at the beginning of December. So my new goal is to finish winter before then. So I'm actually caught up, because this would be the first time during this entire sale that I will have been caught up. So I want to do that. I want to finish this guy if I can, and then work more on my gobble couple. And I think that's it for the week.
Those are good goals, lofty goals, but that's a lot of stitching, but you can do it. Erin's a fast stitcher. Erica, what about you?
I keep going back and forth about this, because I was thinking about starting the Happy Harvest pattern from Frosted Pumpkin. I have it all kitted up, and it's really cute, and I'm excited about it. But then I thought, I sort of want to touch some already, like, whips that I've had packed away for a while, like the jungle one that Erin did reminded me of all these other ones that I have, and I'm like, I don't work on these enough. I thought about doing that, and then, like, kind of treating it as like a thankfulness stitching, where I'm like thankful that I have these projects, because they mean a lot to me, and so I'm going to stitch on them a little bit and then move on to this one. And I don't know if I'm actually going to do that, but I thought about switching like every week, which means I would switch away from this Thanksgiving one, and move on to something else. So we'll see how I feel tomorrow. That's sort of what I was thinking.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Jody, what about you?
I think I might do one more dictionary page. So I'm not sure what, but I'm gonna pick one and do another one. And I need to get this bat done. Like, won't be done this week, but I need to get it done. And I want to finish my turquoise ink circle.
Yeah.
Right on.
I can't wait to see that one done. Can't wait. My plans for this week, this weekend, I believe, is another 24 hours of cross stitch weekend. So if you follow, you can join that group on Facebook. It's the 24 hours of cross stitch Facebook group. And this week is the 24-hour marathon, but it starts today, which was Friday, and it goes throughout the entire weekend, so Saturday and Sunday. And you don't have to stitch 24 hours 24 hours in a row. You can break it up and stitch, it's just supposed to be fun, and it's just supposed to be a weekend that you kind of just put all other responsibilities aside and just stitch and take time for yourself and enjoy the project that you're working on. So I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. I'm going to try to set a set block of time. I really want to finish my Hello Pumpkin tree. That would be amazing. And of course, Mondays, the next part of Hello Dear comes out. So I want to keep working on that. I do not want to get behind. I'm doing really good on this one, and I don't want to get behind, or else I'll never pick it up again. So, and who knows, I may have another start in there somewhere. So we hope that you have a great week. We will be back next Friday. And that date is what, the 13th? So it'll be November 13th. So you'll see our video on the 14th, which will be that Saturday morning. We just had some schedule conflicts this week and next week.
And then the next week is Friendsgiving.
Oh boy.
Because you just said the 13th. The next Friday's the 13th. The 21st, which is the following Saturday, is Friendsgiving.
So November. Done.
I'm so close to being done. I'm jealous that you're done. I want that feeling.
I have everything. I
have everything. That's me too.
Wrap it and put it in the box. But yeah, November 18th, which is a Wednesday, that is going to be the night that it's probably going to be a 3-hour-long video. So get ready for it. We are doing Friendsgiving, and you are going to see all 4 boxes being opened. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So anyway,
that's right. It's 18th. I keep thinking it's the 21st because I have a different Friendsgiving thing.
No, it's Wednesday the 18th.
Okay, no, it's Wednesday. So it's less than 2 weeks away.
Yes.
Oh God.
Away. So again, so for next week, the 13th is when we will film. You'll see our video on that Saturday, and then we'll be back on that Wednesday. So just a little scheduling changes. I know that you guys look forward to seeing our videos on Thursday morning, but like we said, we're never consistent. We're consistently inconsistent with our videos, but we've been doing a good job of at least being here every week. So give us credit for that. So take care of yourselves, be good to yourselves, wash your hands, wear a mask, and take care. We will see you guys next week. We love you all. Bye.